I'd like to welcome all who tuned in to another exciting edition of Treasures. Today's treasure is number 213, and this title is for everyone who follows Jesus Christ. Be immovable. My theme scripture is found in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23, King James Version. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. So we see we are talking about the mighty God we serve. We know all his promises come to pass. Now, if he is faithful, shouldn't you and I be faithful? Again, we're going to look at certain words from the Greek language which open up the scripture and its meaning. Some people get frustrated if their dream about ministry doesn't come to pass quick enough for them. Remember, everything is in whose timing? God's. Have you ever been that person that says, I have seen others blessed and healed, and I'm sitting here with the same unanswered prayers? I'm sick of it. I quit. I'm not going to believe anymore and wait any longer. And I got to comment on that. That's exactly what the devil wants you to do. Give up, quit. But this is a true statement. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. Hope you remember that. Let's look at our theme scripture, which states, let us hold fast to the profession of our faith without wavering. Let's look at the Greek word for hold fast. It is kateko, which is a compound of the two words kata and echo. The first word, kata, carries the idea of something that comes downward. You could say the word kata carries the force of something coming down so hard and so heavily, it is overpowering and dominating. When this force arrives on the scene, it conquers, subdues, and immediately begins expressing its overwhelming influence and power. The second part of the word, echo, which simply means the notion of possession. This is the picture of someone who has sought and searched for one particular thing his entire life. Think about that. They never quit. They kept looking and looking. After years of seeking and searching, he finally finds the object of his dreams. Joyfully, he rushes forward to seize it and hold it tight. He wraps his arms around that object, making it his own. Finally, he can say, I have it. At last, it's mine. Wow, what a great feeling. So when kata and echo are compound into one word, kateko, it literally means to embrace something tightly. However, because of the word kata, we know that this is the image of someone who finds the object of his dreams and then holds it down, taking control of it and dominating it so it doesn't slip away. The phrase hold fast is so strong that it can actually be translated as suppress. It is used this exact way in Romans 1, verse 18, where Paul tells us about ungodly men. In Romans, again, chapter 1, verse 18, King James Version, for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Notice it says who hold or suppress the truth in unrighteousness. In other words, because these ungodly men don't like the truth, they sit on it. But in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23, the same idea is used positively to describe you sitting on the word from God and refusing to let it slip out and get away from you. This is the attitude you must have if you want to see your God-given dream come to pass. In other words, never give up. You have to wrap your arms around God and never stop believing and pursuing your dream until it comes to pass. If you will kateko your dream, it won't be able to get away from you. The word kateko in Hebrews 10:23 could be interpreted this way: and let us hold fast to our confession, tightly wrapping our arms around it and embracing it with all of our might, rejecting all attempts of anyone who tries to steal it from us. That's powerful. So, in closing, when you finally discover God's will for your life, when His plans awaken your heart, hold fast to that dream. Tightly embrace what God has shown you. See, we have to be immovable, my brothers and sisters. And I hope that this has given you more knowledge and encouragement. And until we meet again, may the Lord bless you and keep you in 2026.